So, very good morning students. Today we will discuss properties of division of decimal number. Properties of division of decimal numbers. So division of decimal numbers, the first property is division of decimal number by 1. So when we divide, suppose we are going to divide 3.5 with 1. So what is the quotient? So that is 3.5. And if we divide 1.27 divided with 1, then what is the quotient? Again it is 1.21. So what happened here? So we see that when we divide any number with 1, the answer always comes the same number or the number itself. So this means in decimal number divided by 1 is the decimal number itself. And second property, so if we divide 0 with any decimal number, suppose 0 divided by 4.2, then what is the quotient? That is 0. And if we divide 0 divided by 1.025, then again quotient is 0. So if we divide 0 with any number, the answer always equal to 0. The quotient always equal to 0. So this is the number property number 2. In first property, if we divide any decimal number with 1, the answer always equal to the number itself. And second property, and if we divide 0 with any decimal number, or we can say that with any number, the answer always equal to 0. And the third property, if we divide 2.4 by 2.4, then what is the quotient? That is 1. And if we divide 5.072 divided by 5.072, what happened here? So here the quotient is 1. So this means if we divide any number by the same number, the quotient is always equal to 1. So a decimal number divided by itself gives the quotient always equal to 1. So these are the three properties of decimal number, division of decimal number, that we use in division of decimal. The first property, if we divide any decimal number with 1, the answer always the number itself. And second property, if we divide 0 with any decimal number, the answer always equal to 0. The quotient always equal to 0. And if we divide any decimal number with the same decimal number, the quotient is always equal to 1. So now we have worksheet number 12. So the first question is 9.85 divided by 1. Then what is the quotient? So here we are using the property number 1. So if we divide any decimal number with 1, the answer always is the number itself. So what is the answer? It is 9.85. And in B part it is blank divided by 0.3 equal to 1. So what is the quotient here? That is 1. So how we can get 1? If we, here property number 3, if we divide the same decimal number with the same number, then that is the quotient always equal to 1. So it is 0.3. And next there is in part number D, dash divided by 5.1 equal to 0. So here we have quotient 0. So how we can get quotient 0? When 0 is divided by any number, any decimal number, the quotient always equal to 0. So what is the blanks here? That is 0. So this worksheet is based upon the properties of these division of decimal numbers. Next we have worksheet number 13. So in this worksheet there are word problems. The first question is 12 tin can hold 39.624 liter of oil. Then how much of oil can one tin hold? So in this question 12 tin can hold the oil. So how we write the word problem? So we will write 12 tin can hold oil, that is 39.624 liters. So we are going to find that how much of oil can one tin hold. So one tin can hold oil, that is equal to 39.624 divided by 12. So by 39.624 divided by 12, so we can get answer here by dividing this question. So in the next there is B part. In the B part, cost of 23 meter cloth is 608 rupees 35 paise. Find the cost of 1 meter cloth. So again, cost of 23 meter cloth. So cost of 23 meter cloth, that is 608 rupees 35 paise. So we are going to find the cost of 1 meter cloth. So cost of 1 meter cloth, that is equal to rupees 608.35 divided by 23. So when we divide 608.35 by 23, so we will get the answer here. Okay. So next, in the part number C, I have a 7.5 meter long ribbon and I want to cut it into 1.5 meter long pieces. Then how much pieces will I get? So how much I have total cloth? So I have total cloth that is 7.5 meter, and length of each piece, so length of each piece, that is 1.5 meter. So we have total cloth 7.5 meter and we are going to cut this cloth into pieces. The length of each piece, that is 1.5 meter. So question arises here, how much pieces I have? So number of pieces. So number of pieces, that is total length, that is 7.5 divided by length of each piece, that is 1.5. So 7.5 divided by 1.5. So when we divide this, so we will get the length of the number of pieces, how much pieces we have. In part number D, again 16.5 meter 5 kilogram sugar is put in a paper bag, each containing 0.5 kg of it. Then find the number of bags. So how many bags are there? So it is again just like the part number of C. So we have total sugar, that is 16.5 kilogram, 5 kg. So sugar in each bag. So sugar in each bag. Each bag means one bag. So how much sugar is there in one bag? That is 0.5 kg. So question arises here, in how many bags we can put this sugar? So number of bags required. Number of bags required, that is 16.5 divided by 0.5. So when we divide 16.5 with 0.5, so we will get the number of bags. And in the last question, we have in E part, I require 2.25 meter cloth to stitch a skirt. Then how many skirts can be stitched with 20.25 meter cloth? So again, in this question, for one to stitch a skirt, the cloth required 2.25 meter, and total cloth is given, and the cloth needs for one skirt, that is also given. So we are going to find the number of skirts. So question, so total cloth, so again total cloth, that is 20.25 meter, and each skirt require cloth, that is 2.25 meter. Now question is, how many skirts can be stitched? So number of skirts, that can be stitched from this cloth, that is 20.25 divided by 2.25. So when we divide 20.25 with 2.25, we will get the number of skirts that can be stitched from this cloth. So thank you, students.